Jesus Christ, this game sucked. Thursday Night Football is truly back. The Panthers have seemed to put the pieces together. Sam Darnold's playing great. The receiving core is nice. That defense is probably top 5 in the league right now. They got some great pieces like Derek Brown, Jeremy Chin, and J.C. Up. Never mind, he's out for a couple weeks. And so is Christian McCaffrey, because I guess Carolina isn't allowed to have good things. Speaking of injuries, God hates Tyrod Taylor. He's injured once again. And Davis Mills was his replacement, and he played fine. He, was kind of bad, or still somehow better than, most of the other rookies this week. This game was one of the dumbest I've seen in a while. The Ravens should not have won this one. The defense tried their best to choke away this win. The linebackers couldn't cover DeAndre Swift to save their lives. The receivers were dropping the ball all over the place, and by receivers, I mean just Marquise Brown. The O-line forgot how to play football. But then, in the last, drive, everything disappeared. 4th and 19, the O-line gives Lamar all the time he needs. Watkins makes a great catch, and then it's time for the GOAT. Are you ready for him? Justin Tucker, with the longest game-winning field goal of all time. This team has so many problems on both sides of the ball, and they do not deserve to win most of their games. But you know what? Screw it. We're going to the Super Bowl, baby. Are the Chiefs okay? Mentally, how are they doing? I'm not sure if the Chiefs fans or the team themselves can understand the concept of having a record below 500. Patrick Mahomes threw 2 interceptions, Clyde Edwards-Helaire didn't disappoint people, and the Chargers were somehow not able to completely choke away a lead. I think we're in the upside-down realm. The Chargers seem to be back on track, or at least their offense is, and all I have to say is, why are more people not talking about Austin Ekeler? He's a top 5 running back in the league. It doesn't matter what I say about this game. You're only going to care about the 100-yard field goal return, are you? Pfft, casual. There are so many interesting perspectives I could give to this game outside of that one play. Kyler Murray is good. James Robinson is good. Urban Myers is bad. Screw it. Play the clip again. Wow. Look at him. Look how fast he's running. Look at that. Look at this guy go. Oh, 2 people fell. That's a little funny. Hey, he did a little dance. Is this the content you want to see? The Bears getting real sad since 1920. Watch as Justin Fields and Matt Nagy do everything they possibly can to make sure Justin doesn't win his first career start. The Browns didn't even do anything. They moved a muscle and then boom, 20-point win. This defense was at one point in time elite, but now it is absolutely pathetic, especially that secondary. Watch as David Montgomery does everything he can do to carry this offense. Truly some interesting developments on this episode of The Bears. Well, I guess the Bills are back. I don't know why everyone doubted them for even a second. I mean, sure, they had 2 kind of underwhelming games, but yeah, they're still Super Bowl contenders. Now, for the football team, however, this year's starting to be one of disappointment. Taylor Heinicke isn't the answer for this team. He won't completely lose you a game, but he sure isn't going to win you one either. The defense also kind of regressed. To be fair, there isn't much of a defense can do against Buffalo, but they've already struggled against other teams. At least Antonio Gibson and Terry McLaurin are still good, but it'd be nice if they had a quarterback, though. I'm just gonna say it, the Colts aren't good, I'm sorry. I know they've had to face 3 playoff teams, but you can't get all your wins from trash teams. You have to beat a quality opponent at some point. This is the 3rd year I've said this, but I'm sorry, the offense is trash, and the defense isn't as good as we thought it had been going into this season. This team isn't anywhere near a playoff push, let alone a division title, something I thought they were going to win. Honestly, I think this team is looking at 6 to 8 wins this year if they keep underwhelming us like this. In the question for season MVP, there is only one answer. Jameis Winston, the man who stumbles his way to great performances, the legend that runs like Forrest Gump, all bask in his glory as he continues to lead the Saints towards their inevitable Super Bowl win. Not to mention, his performance single-handedly inspired his defense to intercept Mac Jones, twice. Sorry, it's hard to tell. The Saints are still, maybe, gonna be a playoff team, even without Breeze or Thomas, because all you need is Alvin Kamara and, of course, our God Almighty, Jameis Winston. This game was hilarious, and like not in the funny way, in the like bad, sad way. Matt Ryan, after 2 games of playing pretty bad, went back to being alright. Saquon Barkley is also not playing great, and Daniel Jones, again, also isn't very good, although I think he played competently. This game ended with a last-second field goal, but it wasn't from 66 yards, so I don't think it should count. The Giants are 0-3 and one of the worst teams in the league, so they still got like a 15% chance to win their division. A tale as old as time, the Steelers have once again played down to their competition against a hungry opponent. Big Ben needs to get out of here. He just can't go anymore. Every time he throws a football, maneuvers in the pocket, or even hands the ball off, it looks like he's in pain. Not having TJ Watt killed this defense. Meanwhile, I'm liking the Bengals more and more each week. The offense has been electric with Burrow and Chase, although I do want to see that defense improve. Jesse Bates wants a new contract, but Cincinnati is known for being really cheap with their salaries, so I don't know. We'll have to see. Well, this was kind of what we expected. New York should be arrested for public nudity after utterly exposing themselves in front of thousands of people. Zach Wilson threw 2 interceptions and got sacked 5 times. He's truly been thrown into the fiery pits of hell, or as it's legally called, New Jersey. And for the Broncos, I don't think it's just their opponents anymore. I think they're actually just genuinely straight up a very good football team. Teddy Bridgewater isn't just a game manager, but is genuinely good. The secondary is one of the best in the league. Same thing with the pass rush. I think the Ravens might actually get their second loss handed to them next week. The Las Vegas Raiders, the new kings of overtime games, this week's victim being the Miami Dolphins. Jacoby Brissett proved that the Dolphins QB play is 90% system, 10% actual skill. To be fair, he has some dogs when it comes to pass catchers. Will Fuller, Devontae Parker, Jalen Waddle, Mike Gesicki. This offense should be deadly, but I swear, man, Derek Carr and the Raiders are too good at coming back. It's almost like going down by 12 early is part of their game plan every week. Honestly, for now, they might be the best team in a truly stacked AFC West. Oh, hell yeah. This was a game. Probably going to be the NFC Championship game. The Rams and the Bucks are, in my opinion, the 2 best teams in the NFL, and they square it off this Sunday. This game was a lot less close than it looks like in the box score. The Buccaneers didn't even play that bad. The Rams' defense is just absolutely elite. I mean, Brady was out here getting pressured like a teenager when the older kids try to force him to have a beer. Then he takes a sip and calls his parents in the bathroom and asks if his mom can please come pick me up. I mean, him up. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, football. The secondary in LA also did a good job keeping Brady's bunch from making big plays. The offense also did what you would expect, explosive plays left and right to Cooper Kupp and Deshaun Jackson. The rushing game was admirable even without Darrell Henderson, so the NFL has figured out how to beat the Bucs. All you need to do is pressure Tom Brady, shut down his receivers, and play perfectly on the offensive side of the ball. See? Easy. The Seahawks lost to the Vikings, you freaking idiots, lol. Chris Carson had 80 yards, Russell Wilson had 300, but this team just could not convert when they needed to. And less said about the defense, the better. Minnesota made the excuse for a football unit look like a joke. And reminder, this isn't choking away a lead to the Titans, a potential playoff team. No, remember, this was up against the Vikings. The Seahawks have lost 2 games in a row, and I'm pretty sure that's enough to keep them from winning their division, because I could honestly see the Rams going 15-1. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the blueprint for an NFL football game. Sunday Night Football, this is what it's all about. The 4th game to end with a winning field goal this week, although I will remind you, this was once again not from 66 yards, so keep that in mind. I was honestly impressed by the offense and defensive lines of the Packers. I thought that Niners defense was going to kill the injured Green Bay O-line, but no, they did a solid job at keeping San Francisco at bay. At Green Bay. I don't usually like to talk about or blame the refs, but some of those no calls almost ruined this game. Davante Adams essentially got murdered by a blatant dirty hit and was literally knocked out for a second, but still somehow he was able to not only get back up, but get back up and save the game with a clutch 42-yard drive in just 30 seconds before Mason Crosby kicked the game-winning field goal. Man, there's been like 20 different Game of the Years this year. This storied rivalry gains a new entry, this time on prime time. It was pretty sloppy, though. Jalen Hurts might not be the guy. His timing this whole game was awful, throwing behind receivers, forcing the ball into spots where he shouldn't. By the way, Trayvon Diggs is a really good cornerback. I don't know if you guys have noticed yet. But yeah, Jalen Hurts was pretty much shut down, and that Eagles secondary is god-awful. The Eagles, they got some issues, and I think there's only one thing that can fix the quarterback position, and I think that's, of course, putting in the truly elite quarterback of Joe Flacco. All right, baby, here we go. It's the Week 3 power rankings. Are you guys tired of these yet? Too bad. Jets, Jags, they stay where they are. I will still defend the fact that I think the Jags are at least better than the Jets till they prove me otherwise. Texans and Giants are next. Bears are our poopy game of the week. Falcons move up a couple slots to the Lions. Eagles move down. Washington with the biggest letdown, other than, of course, the Patriots, who move down 7. The Bengals move up 3. Vikings move up 2. Dolphins staying in our top 20. Colts dropping down. Steelers dropping down. Broncos bumping up above, 2 playoff teams. That's big for them. Saints moving up. Panthers with the biggest step up of the year. I think they've proven themselves. I think they're good. Seahawks are moved down, so are the Titans. Hate these two teams. Chargers and Cowboys move up. 49ers move up. Packers move up. 49ers, Packers enter our top 10 with the Raiders. Yeah, they're legit. Cardinals, Chiefs move down a couple slots. Our top 5 are the Bills, Browns, Ravens, Bucks, and the Bucks actually get moved down. Or actually, no. I think I had them below the Rams before, but now I think it's a much bigger gap after that absolutely demolishing performance from the LA Rams, and that's why they are a golden team of the week. How badly did I mess up this week? Tell me down in the comments below. Please don't be mean, but I know you will.